And that sucks, but why do you have to call the cops over that?
Look at my ear. Like, this is assault. What do you mean? It's battery.
Something wrong with her. She don't got it all. She ain't got it all. Should
we just let that happen? I just gotta...
No, but you shouldn't be calling the cops.
Why not?
And why are you letting this organization detain people like that? They're not the cops. I'm not drunk at all, actually. I live in the neighborhood and I know about your organization. Y'all just act as intermediary cops, and you're not supposed to detain people.
What a sad world we live in, where people in hyper-left San Francisco, California are more upset that criminals might be punished for their own actions than the innocent people actually suffering from crime. It's the ultimate level of short-sightedness, because when faced with the actual reality of the world, they have zero solutions.
Yeah, he has to be accounted for that. Why? He just punched him in the face.
So then why don't they account for it?
You want him to kick his...
No, not necessarily.
All right, then what else do you... That's what their job, they're here.
Because their world isn't based on morals or consequences, it's purely based on emotions. Because when I see scenes like this, where in Los Angeles, California, criminals have reached an insane level of comfort as they no longer fear law enforcement. Fast forward to scenes like this, where a Family Dollar store takes detaining people into their own hands, but then it results in the detained person's friends breaking down their door to help them escape. Nobody wants this rapid escalation into vigilante justice, but when the left constantly demands we defund our law enforcement, while simultaneously criticizing every incident of law enforcement that doesn't look pretty, we end up with San Francisco voting their city into the third world. Just look at the increasingly liberal Glendale, Arizona, where a story about a woman accused of shoplifting got zapped by the police. The story on Reddit got 18,000 upvotes before being locked by the moderators, with Redditors crying that she wasn't being treated like a human, the police were taking it too far, and how no one deserves this type of arrest over stealing, which really shows how little these people know about law enforcement, and it's obvious they've never had to detain someone themselves. They've always enjoyed the first world luxury of letting their government subsidize their safety. Because if they actually read the story, Fox 10 Phoenix actually provides some essential context, as a woman accused of stealing also had brass knuckles. She scratched and bit the cop. And although the zapper was activated 14 times, it was only on for 10 seconds. The woman was taken to the hospital, discharged, then booked in jail, and the copper was found to be acting within police policy. Now, I'm not going to sit here and say give cops carte blanche to enforce the law, because as we've covered on this channel, there's plenty of times where bad cops lose their donuts. But looking at this incident, I don't see how people can criticize what happened here, unless they were reacting to an out-of-context 60-second clip with nothing but their feelings. And then those same people freak out when suddenly Walmart start closing in their neighborhoods and prices start rising in their remaining stores. They'll cry about corporate greed or issues of color, then go back and vote for those same policies that shut their local businesses down, until they're only able to shop on Amazon and buy their big bro Bezos another super yacht. But the scary aspect of all of this is, at some point, regular people will say no, where citizens even in Portland, Oregon are cheering on vigilantism.
Nah. Don't call them. These people need to stop. They need to stop people's cars.
Where gas stations in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania start getting their own private law enforcers. And I don't know if this is worse, because New York City just announced that NYPD can now involuntarily detain people over mental issues. And if there was ever a ruling that had the potential to be misused, this is the one. But you know how bad it has to be where Portland, Philly, and NYC are all figuring out new and creative ways to clamp down on crime without actually using or fixing their justice systems. So if you want to see more concise, lighthearted commentary on current events, be sure to subscribe to the channel and then check out my video on what's really going on in New York City before they memory hole it forever.